Hey friends, Jill here. Welcome back. It is a lovely Monday morning around here. The weather is perfect. It's kind of overcast. We're supposed to be getting a lot of rain this week from the hurricanes going on in Louisiana. And so I'm trying to keep that in mind as I'm planning out the things I need to do and get done this week. I have spent most of the weekend working on finishing cleaning the tunnel, and I'm happy to report that it is looking really well. I still have to take all the cattle panels down. I'll have to bring in some compost and top dress all the beds before I can plant them for the fall. But I got a ton of tomatoes out of the tunnel. Check this out. I mean, this is literally not even about half of what I have. We had a couple people from the food banks came and they spent about 2 hours just picking tomatoes to take. So that was really awesome. These are gonna be going to a local restaurant that we work with. We're gonna be donating these because the people at the food bank got all that they needed. And so these are ripe and need to be used, and so these are going to go to the restaurant so they can use them this week, which is really cool. And so I don't know, this has just brought me so much joy. It's been so fun. Usually when you're like ripping out the summer garden, it's like this sad thing, right? Like you've tended to it. Granted, I was pretty hands-off in the tunnel this summer. That was something that Jessica gave to me, and I just kind of neglected her a little bit. I talked to you guys about this. But most of the time when you're ripping out the garden, you're sad, right? And ripping out the tunnel has just made me just fill up with joy because I know that these tomatoes are gonna bless so many people. The peppers in there are gonna bless so many people. And so this has just been really fun. And so we gotta deliver those today. But my goal is before the rain sets in, I was taking Charlie to school this morning and she was like, Mom, when am I gonna get to plant the kids' garden? Because she really wants to open up her own restaurant one day called Only Sundays, and she really wants to shoot videos about her growing food for her restaurant. And so I'm not sure when that will happen, but I do know that I told her I would start cleaning out the kid garden so she could plant it for the fall. And then she could bring some of the vegetables that she grew inside, and Nathan and I would walk her through and teach her how to cook them up. And so that's what we're gonna work on today. Before we head out into the gardens, I wanted to show you the progress that we've had with the house. We have worked so much this weekend. Jeremiah's brother is still next door as of right now, working on getting that house remodeled before he moves. And so Nathan and him have been trading labor. He's been helping Nathan lay the floor this weekend. Nathan's helping him do some stuff this week. And so it's been kind of nice just having him right next door and be like, oh, okay, you help me with this and I'll help you with that. And they got so much stuff done in the bedrooms this weekend that I wanted to show you guys that before we head out into the garden. Junie B, where did you get that marker? Where'd you get the marker?
Right.
Yeah, we don't. Where's your crayons? Mommy gave you a crayon to play with.
Oh.
You want the marker? Okay. Can you tell all your friends on YouTube hi? Say happy day.
Happy day.
Okay, Mommy's gonna go show them our bedrooms, okay?
Okay.
Okay, say bye.
Bye.
So the living room is still definitely just housing boxes. I have been shipping out totes and magnets and stickers, and so right now we still have all of this is still my office as of right now, and I just have all the merchandise up there. So this is still needs some work. So we're gonna just move on past. We're gonna go straight to the bedrooms. So this is Charlie and June's room. We went ahead and did the same flooring, which they were kind of back ordered. Right now you can't get anything quickly, so we ordered this weeks ago and it finally came in. We still have to do the trim for the bottom and the tops of these rooms, and then we are building in closets, doing like built-in closets. So we are still going to, tonight when Nathan gets off work, he's going to put together the kids' bed and let them stay in here, and then we'll just kind of move furniture around as we are doing the trim. But this room is, for the most part, pretty close to being done. We decided to go ahead and move the furniture in here without it being completely done, just because we're all staying in the basement and it's just like a dungeon down there, right? It's always so dark. That's not at all what I'm used to. I'm used to like rising when the sun rises. Like that is literally my alarm clock, is when the sun comes up through the window. That's when I get up every morning. And so it has just been an adjustment. Nathan loves sleeping downstairs because it's dark and it's cold and it is just like what his dreams are made of. And I'm like, no, I need to be upstairs. So we decided we would move our beds up here, but we're not gonna be decorating or moving a whole lot of other furniture up here until everything gets done. So here's the master. We moved our bed up here last night. We got the floor done. Again, we still just have trim in here. And then Noah's gonna be building us a closet in here. And so that is done. It feels so good. Once you've lived in a house that you are just always having to remodel, I knew that like these things I wanted to immediately get done. And I think my sense of urgency was just because we lived in a house that was, you know, we were always having to work on it, and I wanted to be moved in and settled and not have to worry about anything in the house and just put all of our focus and resources outside doing the things that we wanted to do, which is why we just wanted to push and get all this stuff done now. This was originally going to be the kids' playroom, but then after discussing it, going back and forth several times, we decided we would make this my office to where I could come up here, you know, record the podcast and it be quiet, versus if I was downstairs and had the kids' playroom upstairs, I would hear that a lot. And so I think that is what we're gonna do, is just make this a small office and make downstairs that big area, the playroom. But we did run out of flooring, so we got so close to being done, but not quite. So Nathan has to order new floors. It'll still be a couple weeks until they get in, and then we can finish this room, but that's okay. I'm not stressing about that. It seriously just feels so good. You want to go outside with me? Okay, we got to put some pants on you. It feels so good though, just to like see the progress that's taking place. And now I can at least put boxes in designated rooms. Granted, those are all just cosmetic things that we chose to do. You know, like it didn't have to be done. We just knew if we were gonna do it, we wanted to do it on the front end, rub up the carpet, fresh, you know, coat of paint, no big deal. And so now I can start decorating and making everything look like home. Nathan's brother and his family are coming to town this weekend to help us with a lot of projects, and we are really looking forward to that. So I'm gonna kind of press pause on the house things because I know I'm gonna have help this weekend, you know, moving boxes around and decorating. By then the trim will be done, our closets will be built out, and so everything in the house is officially taking a pause, and I'm spending the rest of the week outside getting some stuff done before the rain. And I have been anxiously stalking our local nurseries, waiting for them to put fall starts out because I cannot wait to get them planted. And Charlie has requested for broccoli in her little kids garden, and so I just keep waiting on things like that until they come into stock. Okay, Junie, you ready to go outside and play in the kid garden? Okay, let's go. Are you saying cheese? Okay, let's go out to the kid garden.
Okay.
Hey, I'm following you. Let's go this way.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go this way. Hey, we can go down here. Can come this way? Yeah, let's go this way. Yeah, it's Lily is what it is. She's loud. All right. Watch out for those blackberries. Yeah, there's blackberries. So a lot of the kid garden is cleaned off. I don't actually think they planted a lot in there. I've got some cucumbers to tear off the trellis. I have some weeding to do. I am probably gonna go ahead and leave this arched trellis that's right here and just plant around it is what I'm gonna do. And then over here, in these little beds, I think what I'm going to do is plant some bulbs for Charlie, which I won't actually be planting right now. That would probably be in October or so. Maybe plant some tulips or some daffodils that'll come up here early in the spring. Now in the other bed behind me, she's got these roses, which I have been doing a lot of research on roses and talking to Jessica a lot about how to properly prune those. And apparently in like January is when you do that. So we've got some lovely pokeberry in here that I will be cleaning out. But behind there are all of these roses. And so I've been trying to figure out when to prune those back and then get a game plan for all the blackberries that are right here. But right now they're just kind of wild, which is what they do. What's wrong? Oh, something try to get you? So I am going to cut these back quite a bit, which is what I'm pretty sure I've been told to do. And then try to just find a way to where they're not like crazy, because that's the gate that you walk in. And so I don't want her to be stuck by these. Oh, actually these are thornless. Oh, y'all, that's a game changer. Okay, so they probably did that because this was the kid garden. But I would really love your guys' input too and some suggestions on that. I would love your guys' input on suggestions. We had all those blueberries at the old farm, and we had all those muscadines, but those don't grow, or at least how ours were. They were so mature and established that they never grew like this. And I know blackberries kind of grow wild. So I'm just trying to figure out the best method on kind of trellising them, if you will. That way they're just not all falling over, and that may just be a pruning thing. I'm not sure. If I heavily prune them like I'm supposed to, if that will kind of take care of them. But I would definitely love your guys' input and some suggestions on how to kind of keep this manicured a bit more to where it doesn't get away from me. I am also trying to figure that out in the cottage garden as well, just a way to kind of keep them from just falling over. And right now they're so big that they are kind of like, if I were to plant some of the other rock beds in the cottage garden, it would compete with them, and I don't want to have to deal with that. And so these are things that I'm trying to think through. I'm trying to problem solve. It's also very new to me. You know, I've never grown blackberries before. I don't really know like a lot of the stuff when it comes to that. Chickens are gonna love this. So I get asked a lot how I get my kids involved in the garden. And I think that this little space right here is a wonderful representation of how to get your kids involved in gardening. And that is give them their own space. So in our old garden, I always had a bed that Charlie planted. Last year it was a tomato bed. So she planted and cared for all the tomatoes in there. And one, it makes her feel like she has a space in Mom's garden, which is really important to me. But then she is then responsible for it. And for her, she likes that. She likes knowing that she helped me start the seeds, that she, planted them in the ground, she harvested them. And so that really is a big deal for me. And I find that when you allow your kids to have a space in the garden, they most of the time begin to love it the way you do. And that is how Charlie is anyways. And not all kids are like that. Peyton's much more hands-off in the garden. She's also not here as much as Charlie is. But I know that if I create a space here for her that she can really just thrive in and really just do whatever her heart desires, I just know that this space is going to come to life. And so that's what I'm trying to create for her. Oh yeah, you're shoveling? Okay, well you shovel away. Also too, I find that growing fun things, allowing your kids to grow fun things. So Charlie really wants to grow some brassicas out here, which we're going to do. But I'm going to encourage her to grow a lot of root vegetables, because you can grow all those beautiful rainbow carrots, and there's all the different varieties of beets. Oh, thank you. And so there's just so many different things that in the dead of the winter, if Charlie came out here and harvested a handful of rainbow carrots, she's gonna love that, right? It's going to light up her face. It's going to bring her joy. So I know if she comes out here in the dead of the winter and she harvests all these beautiful rainbow carrots and all these different varieties of beets, I know Charlie enough to know that that is going to bring her a lot of joy. So that is probably a lot of what she's going to be planting in here, is some root vegetables, things that I know that are just going to make her smile in the dead of winter. And I would encourage you too, if you have a bed in your garden or a space in your garden that you're letting your child plant, think about those things. Think about those things that in the dead of the winter are going to bring them joy. And for me, root vegetables does that. Charlie thinks it's so cool that food is so colorful. And so I know that she is going to just love doing that. And so I'm excited to kind of get out here today and work in this little bitty raised bed garden, because I know that she is so excited to plant it, and that is going to bring me a lot of joy. All right, we're going to get all of these cucumbers and feed them to the chickens, okay? Yeah, we're gonna feed them to the chickens. You wanna grab some? Yeah, here, let's grab the ones that, you carry the ones that aren't rotten.
Okay, one, Mama.
Yeah, you carry that one. And then maybe this one. Okay, Mommy's gonna grab some, okay?
Grab some, Mama.
Yeah, don't go munching on them. These are icky. The chickens are gonna love these. All right, let's go.
Take this side.
Yeah, the chickens are gonna love these. Uh-oh, careful.
Okay, Mama.
You're okay?
Ew.
It's okay, keep walking. Keep walking. Are you cute, Ivy Jim? Yeah.
Oh, cute.
You're cute.
Take this side, Mama.
Yeah, chickens are gonna love these, that's right.
Oh. Yay, come! Yay, come!
Hey, come over here. I'm just gonna throw them over the fence, okay? So the doggies don't get out.
Oh.
Oh. Chickies! Chickies! Back up, back up. Come on, hurry, hurry. Oh, there we go. Now let's throw it to the chickens. Yeah, throw it down. Let them come get it. Hey, Simba. Hey, buddy. You gonna love on Simba? Oh, hello. Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. Look, those chickens are coming. They're coming. Hi.
Hi.
Look, they're checking it out. They're checking it out. All right, come here, Junie. It's starting to rain. Back up, Simba. Back up. All right, come here, Junie. We're going to tell them bye. It's starting to rain. We're going to get wet. Yeah, come here. Back up here with Mama. Okay. Say thanks for planting the kid garden. Say thanks for planting the kid garden.
Hi, bye.
All right, guys, thank you so much. As we kind of hung out in the house, hung out in the kids' garden, June and I have a lot more work to get done before Charlie gets home from school, and it's starting to rain, so hopefully we can get it done and beat it, huh? We're gonna beat the rain? Uh-huh. Okay, thank you guys so much for hanging out. We'll talk to you soon.
I'll talk to you.
Say bye.
Bye.